Alright, we are at the lovely Doe Run Lake. I'm going to show you around here a little bit. We'll go for a walk here, see a little more. Alright, here's where the trail starts. At least over on this side of the lake. A little later we'll go up on top of that hill, over top of that big bluff wall there. There's a trail that goes up to the top there. There's that little clearing at the very tippy top right up there. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. Got the redbuds blooming, they're pretty. Yeah, starting back when I was probably, I guess this lake was built, I don't know exactly, around 1980 or so, 79. But I know when I was, 12 years old, 11, 12, me and my friends we'd hike here from our home in Edgewood. It probably took an hour and a half, maybe, to hike back here. And, may have even camped here on the shore sometime. Got a little picnic area here. Which is pretty nice. Oh, by the way, the lake level is down. They drop it down every winter. So it's still down at the winter pool right now. Pretty nice little spot here to do some fishing. Kids are rolling down the dam over there. I don't know if you can see them. Another picnic area. Another thing I used to do as a kid is come back here in the winter. Or in the late fall, I'd start watching all the time. Come back here at least once a week and wait for the water level to drop down to where it is now. And I'd get out here and look, and I'd find fishing lures that people snagged on the trees and such. I'd get them. Found a wallet. Found fishing poles. One time I found it must have been somebody in a canoe that tipped their canoe over. And I found like 4 good rods and reels and some tackle, and yeah, all right there, piled on top of each other. But yeah, when we used to hike back here as kids, we used to usually fish on this back end of it back here. And we'd catch catfish. There's houses up at the top of the hill up there. But when I was a kid back in 1980, during the 80s, there was no houses there. That was farms. In fact, there was an old cemetery up there. I think back this way a little further. But here somewhere, Joseph Gaines was the name on the one headstone I can remember. He died in the 1800s. But there was a lot of other stones that were literally stones. Weren't real, didn't have a name in them. They were just stones. What we got here? I almost stepped on this guy. Actually, I think I walked over him, and I realized it was too thick to get through where I was trying to go up there, and I come back, and there he was. So, first turtle I've seen this year. Box turtle. Oh, he's not shy. He's gonna come out. You gonna come out, buddy? I'll leave you alone. I could see where he was up under there. That must have been where he was hunkered down at. Everybody's got to hunker down somewhere, don't they? He looks like he's shaking his head yes. This is the work of a beaver here. That you can tell the way that's chewed off there. That's a beaver, and the way this bark is eaten off of here is from a beaver. So, I don't know if that's from last year. Here's where he chewed it off. Houses are right there. I don't remember that back in the old days, but it could have been a few there. Spring brings back memories for sure. Down there's this big old pipe that crosses the creek. I think it's a sewer line. When we were kids, we used to come down here and walk over that, cross it. Another thing we would do, we'd come back here and we would, there was a pool that looked like this, about like that. I think it's down that way more, but it's changed. It's kind of washed out now, but we used to go back here in the winter when it was frozen and play ice hockey with sticks and rocks. So we didn't have any video games, so things we would come up with to have fun. All right, here we go, just like old times. Remember one time we crossing here, and one of the kids in my neighborhood, his name's Kevin. I won't say his last name, but he was afraid of heights, and he got started out here. And he ended up getting down on his hands and knees and crawling across this thing, and we were just giving him hell the whole time, laughing at him. We were mean. Good old days. And back then, those houses were not there. Creek has changed some. I don't remember the rocks piled up so high right there, like a big pile. And there used to be a mud wall, like right here. It's one day we came back, or mud, dirt, whatever. But I remember one day we spent hours trying to climb it, and we'd slide and fall down it. It was hard to get up it. Like we were trying to grab roots and rocks and whatever we could get our hands on. All right, I'll continue on down. Show you the foot view here. And let's go. Got an obstacle here. Tree in the way. This trail I'm on now goes all the way to Narrows Road, if anybody knows where that is. But my brother has an old book of old maps of Northern Kentucky, and this was actually considered a road at one time. And I mean, I'm sure it was always just a dirt road, but people used to live off of it. Yeah, there was houses and cabins, whatever, off of it. About as far as I'm going to go today. I'll have to come back when I have more time, go hike this trail on out that way back to where I used to live when I was a kid. Coming from our childhood neighborhood, when we get to the pipe here, kids that were too chicken to walk the pipe would go this way and down here, and you could find a place to cross the creek. That's no fun though, is it? All going down here. Yeah, I see houses up on the horizon there. Those were not there. It was pretty much like wilderness back when we were kids. You could roam all day back here. All right, we go back across the pipe again. Little obstacle there. It's pretty out here. But on we must go. I'm gonna get Angela out here, get her to do this. And to the end. Almost. Looks like there might be a trail down here if I keep going. And we made it. Once again, it's been years since I've been on that. It was actually down here where we used to play hockey. It was along where this wall is here, but this pool was not as big as it used to be. This used to be a really big pool there. Longer, wider. Creeks change over the years. Used to be much deeper. Somebody had him a little fire here. See Sounds like a good fun idea. Nice, pretty little spot here. I think I've stumbled upon the scene of a crime here. Poor baby doll. All right, I just returned to Doe Run Lake here to finish up the video I started last week. You can see behind me. Well, last week the lake was at winter pool, and to my surprise, here I am a week later. The lake's filled up to summer pool, so that happened quickly. But I'll show you here. But what I wanted to do was, talked about last week, was just hike around here. I'll show you the boat ramp, and we'll go up on the hilltop here. It's a nice overlook there, so we'll go do that. So to get up to the overlook up there, there's two different ways to do it, but you can either go down here. It's probably the way I'll go. Well, either way, you got to go this way. Go up the hill, and there's a trail that just keeps on going up this hill, and you get up to the very top there, and you can go over. The other one is you go up this same trail, and you can kind of cut across right over top of this bluff bank here, and takes you down here, and then you hit a trail down there that goes up. So either way, they're both good hikes. They do have a little library here at Doe Run Lake. I didn't know this was a thing, but my friend on Facebook, Kirsty, who lives in Spokane, Washington, just put a post on Facebook about little libraries. So, and learned that they're all over the country. So, hey, we finally got one here in good old Kentucky. All right, here's the boat ramp and the bathroom, and here's the trail that it's going to head up here to the overlook. It's a little bit of a steep climb. It's a little muddy today. And we climb. I am glad the sun's out today. It's a little bit cool out. It's in the low 40s, I believe, but with the sun, it feels pretty good. All right, we made it up to the overlook. I still can't believe the lake filled up that fast in 1 week. I was thinking that last week when I was here that, you know, we're into mid-April and the lake's not filled up yet. I thought it might take a little while, but man, that was fast. There's my truck there, parked on top there, the silver one with the cap. And this pretty much ends this episode of Don TV. So hope you liked it, and I'm gonna put another one out here real soon. So y'all be safe. See ya.